My name is Roy Gutman. I'm a journalist, freelance now, working for a number of major American news outlets out of Istanbul. You asked the question about what will the new administration do? Well, we don't know really who is going to be their staff, their senior officials. We don't know what their policies are, and President-elect Trump has a lot of views which contradict each other. So he has to sort them out. And until he does, we can't reasonably predict what will come about. I think it's safe to say that the war in Syria is going to continue because I don't think President Trump feels committed to ending it. And in fact, he seems to want to side with Russia, which at the present time is destroying Syria, killing its people, destroying its institutions, its hospitals and its schools. So that's a that's a tragedy that's likely to continue. In Turkey, I think we're going to probably see an improved relationship between the United States and Turkey because the Obama administration simply paid very little attention to Turkey or to other allies, other mostly Muslim countries in the region as to how they want to deal with Syria, how they want to deal with Iraq, how they want to deal with the Islamic State extremists. I think that Mr. Trump feels that certainly that Turkey is a close and a reliable and a truly important ally, and it has to be listened to. And that would probably lead to some improvement, at least directly. I don't know what the impact is going to be, though, on the other countries, because these are a whole Rubik's Cube of relations that you can't take apart easily and you can't put together easily. You asked about Kurdistan. I think we all have a great deal of understanding for the desire of many Kurds to be an independent state. But I don't know how realistic that is. It's not, certainly as far as Turkey is concerned, that would be something that the Turks could live with. I don't think the Iraqi central government wants that to happen. But the key player here is Iran. And Iran is, I think, so far as I know, completely opposed to the breakup of Iraq. So you live in a very tough neighborhood in Kurdistan, and you have major powers surrounding you, and then you have a very weak central government in Iraq. And this is not conducive to rewriting the map safely and peacefully at a time like this. The most important thing now is to recognize that there is not just a threat from the Islamic State extremists, but that Syria itself is a country that's in total disarray, in a disastrous state, because the government has turned on its own people, and it's got the help of the Russians in doing this. And it was a national uprising, and it was a peaceful uprising which the government turned into violence. So you have to go back to the origins of it, and you have to recognize who is the sovereign there. Ultimately, in every country, when you come down to it, the sovereign has to be the people. And you have to see what the people want. And I fear that the new administration is paying a great deal of attention to what the government wants and what the Russians want, but not what the people want. So they'll have to get themselves read in. They'll have to get themselves briefed. I certainly hope that their first thing is to get the facts right.